RhymBil is now online. Hey guys and girls, today I'm going to teach you how to make a guessing game using HTML. This is quite a lengthy video, so I'm going to split it up in 3 parts. Alright, let's begin. To start things off, you want to open up a simple HTML tag, close it down below, and inside your HTML tag you want to open up a body tag and close that also. Following that, you want to make sure you got lots of room inside your body tag. Next, you want to open up a paragraph tag, slap an ID onto it, and call it guess text. This ID is going to be important for various reasons in JavaScript and CSS. Because this is a paragraph tag, you're allowed to type in guess, semicolon, and this will be your guess text. Then go ahead and close off your paragraph tag. We're going to repeat this for the next line, but we're going to change the guess text to interact because the computer is going to take over this paragraph tag. And don't bother writing any text inside of this tag. In the next line, we're going to create an input box. This literally allows the user to type in whatever they want. And the ID that's going to go on this is input. Depending on how big of numbers the user is going to have to guess, you can put a max length on this so the user knows it only stops at a certain point. So I'm just going to put a max length and it's going to be equal to 3. And that's it for input. And lastly, we're going to make a button to call our function. And you can name your button enter. And don't forget to close your button tag. And as always, don't forget to save your file, and remember it ends with .html. And you know what? Let's take a look at our game right now. Whoa, come a long way. It actually looks really good. First, you got your guess text up there. Second, you got your input box, and you got your little enter button down there. And yes, you can only type in 3 digits. Awesome. Alright, let's bring this to life. First, we need to open up a simple JavaScript tag. We can always do this by typing in script in between angled brackets, or you can open up a new file, but that always takes too long. Once done, let's make up some simple variables. First one is going to be a, which is going to be a random number between 1 and 100. If you saw my video on making random numbers, you would know what I mean. The next variable b is a constant that we're going to add on to whenever we click the button. It's going to be kind of like a score counter, how many tries it took you to guess. Now we're going to create a function that's going to be called whenever we click our button. So what we're going to type in is function, then whatever you typed in after on click in your button tag. Remember our variable b? Well, we're going to start off by adding 1 to it at the very start of this function, because whenever you click the button, it's assumed that that's your guess, that's your try. So we're just going to add 1. Now we're going to create an if statement. This pretty much means that if our input or whatever we type in, if it's equal to a, which is our random number, then we win. That's it. So just copy down what I'm typing. Once done on the next line, you want to copy down the same thing, but you want to change input to interact. This is going to be the computer's way of helping the user get closer to the number. So just copy what I'm writing. We can always say you win, but we can also tell the user how many tries it took him to win. So what we're going to type in here is you took plus b, which is our counter variable, and then plus tries. When you're done with that, you want to open up your Google page and then you want to see if it works. So refresh it, and it probably won't work except if you guess the right number, which is like really hard. So let's make it easy for us to guess. So I'm just gonna put a few tricks and naps here so we can actually debug what's going on. You don't have to do it, you can just watch, but I'm just gonna make sure it actually works. So in the dumbed down version, what I just did was to make the random number visible so we can just copy it down. So now we can see it working. New high score, it only took me 2 tries. Sucker. Alright, so let's go back and delete that line of code, because then it's not guessing, it's more like copied. Following that, I'm just going to make it so that after you get it right, it automatically reloads the page after 3 seconds. So that way the user doesn't have to press repeat or something like that. I just realized I had some few extra curly brackets, so I'm just gonna go ahead and delete them. In this line of document.getID, I'm just going to make it so the user can see what he put last. So it's kind of like, what was your last number? Alright, once you're done with that, you want to copy down your last if statement, and we're going to change it up a little bit. This is going to be a way to make it easier for us to guess what the number is. So we're going to do a little bit of math, which is like greater than or less than. If you don't know that, I don't know what to tell you. Now repeat this for the next slide and we'll change it up a little bit. This line pretty much allows you to hit the enter key without pressing the button, and it's a neat way of getting around input.
Kissing in a wave. I need that black card in the code to the safe. Code to the safe. Code to the safe. I show 'em how to network. For that Netflix and chill. What's your net worth?
Remember to document the get ID, which is equal to last. So now we're just gonna make a simple paragraph for it. When you save it and go back to your website, you will now see everything works great and it looks really neat. So let's add a bit of CSS into this to make it look better. Well, not before I guess this number. Oh, I give up. You know what? Let's go into CSS. Just like the script tag, you can do this on a separate page, or you can just open up a simple style tag and do it in here. I believe CSS is a bit straightforward, so you can just copy down what I have.
Kissing in a wave. I need that black card in the code to the safe. Code to the safe. Code to the safe. I show 'em how to network. For that Netflix and chill. What's your net worth? Netflix and chill. What's your net worth? Kissing in a way, kissing in a wave. I need that black card in the code to the safe, code to the safe, code to the safe. I show 'em how to network, but that Netflix and chill. What's your net worth?
Whoa, with all this hard work and it actually turns out really good. Enjoy your new guessing game, and until next time, RhymBil out. Yes, I did it! Have a good Thanksgiving!